AJ Draper, and I'm with the Disability Channel. We're here at Canadian Music Week, and we've been asking people their opinions on AI in the music industry, and this is what we found out.
Honestly, I think it's fun, but I think it's a big threat to our industry and to just the way we work and how it could seriously take our jobs, and it's really scary to see how accurate and how good it's getting. As if I wasn't part of this industry, I would think it's something fun to see. But being in it, it's I could be replaced by an AI in the future, and it's kind of scary,
I feel like it's affecting a lot of industries, and people up until recently have been saying that stuff like music and art would be the ones that wouldn't touch, but now we're seeing that it's encroaching upon that.
I kind of feel the same as Juan, where it's really fascinating to see how far it's come and can go, but on the grand scheme of things, there is a possibility that it will replace a lot of the human creation aspect of it, and that's a little spooky to think about, but I respect the appreciation for it. I just don't think I would personally use it or touch it, because it does take away a degree of humanity from it in a way.
I would say I'm not yet on the African side. I'm not yet feeling the effect of AI in the music industry. But the other thing that I also like to say is usually the consumer directs where any business goes. So if AI is what the consumer is looking for, then artists should figure out how to use AI to take advantage of AI. That's just my perspective. Right now, I'm not feeling the impact of it as yet. We focus on live shows. I know there has been a lot of talk about it, and people are complaining that look, it's a danger. It's going to cut the income of artists. But believe me when I say this, it's cutting the income of artists. But those who are using AI to create music, that's another kind of art.
Very interesting, yes.
So somebody, at the end of the day, somebody is going to get paid. The person who owns the software, the person who's putting in the time to create the music on the AI. Because not all music that is created gets listened to. There is no guarantee that the music created by AI will be listened to. The way people react to music today, you have almost, I would say, if you can have 1 million songs on a platform, maybe people on that platform will listen to only 500 of them. The rest will go unlistened to. The same thing is going to happen to AI. So yes, this is another. It may sound like it's something that we have to navigate through. I don't think it's going to affect the music industry that much, because the market directs the direction of the industry.
I believe the world is changing, and there is always an evolution, right? I love artificial intelligence a lot. I think it's such an amazing tool. Now, it really depends how you use it, right? So it could be beneficial for artists. I think there is a lot of things that can be done. Also depending on how you manage and how companies can develop strategies to actually help independent artists to grow, right? So I noticed there is a lot of production and a lot of music arrangement, and there is even artificial intelligence that can copy your own voice and just, you don't even have to do a recording anymore. So in that part, I'm probably not agree, because I kind of enjoy the recording process. But at the same time, we need to understand that everything is changing. So music is always in an evolution. So if we are not jumping on it, then we're just going to be behind. And this technology came and it's going to stay with us for a long time. So I think it's better for us to get used to it and adapt ourselves to it. And maybe find a way to grow with the technology. But everything is possible.
Look at the movie industry. People thought the fact that we no longer have Blockbuster stores, and since we no longer have Blockbuster stores, that whole revenue stream for artists for movie stars has gone away. but the stars are still making money.
Yeah.
So the industry figures out a way to survive. We cannot stop innovation because we're feeling that money is going to go somewhere else. Let the industry flow and the industry will still survive.
The pros is like it really can help people like to understand how to compose music, you know. But I feel it's gonna take away all the learning process that you have to go through, and it's gonna be really like a game changer. But I'm really excited to see how it's gonna go in a few years. It's scary, but it's interesting in the same time, you know. So I don't know. I'm like really in the middle for that.
Honestly, AI like as a platform, you know, it's dope. But in the music industry, I feel like obviously with them, kind of like it's not right in my opinion how, you know, they think other people's voices and stuff like that. But let's see how where it goes. I don't know. It's really early right now. But yes, I know it's like an interruption for artists and they can't like monetize off that, right? So yeah, that's how I feel. You know, yeah.
So it's one aspect of it is music production and composition, basically. Like you see that the new DAW or the softwares that you record your music, right now they have capabilities, they have AI features built in. So like you don't have to think about as an artist of the chord progression. It will create it for you. I might not use it, right? So because the main aspect that is left behind at academia level, they're tackling it these days, is ethics in AI. The technology is here, but as a users and as a providers of a technology, we're still so naive.
Yeah.
Because the capabilities is endless.
Yeah.
So we're still learning. So as the vendors and as the users, again, like we're learning as a process as we move forward. So the ethics in AI, one aspect of it is IP, intellectual property. Like nobody wants their music to be copycatted by somebody else. Like it jeopardizes the whole integrity of the music. And at the same time, like we leave up some space to the software to do kinds of things, and like it's a balance at the end of the day. If some AI features we have to see, like the vendors have put a lot of features out there, some of them work, some of them don't work. Look at the social platforms, how much they change in their algorithms and the features over the years. So the same thing is going to happen with AI, I would say.
It all depends, because you have artists that are super known that they're going to sue, which you can. It's copyright infringement.
Yep.
Regardless if it's AI, and regardless if it sounds exactly like me, I didn't record it, so it's copyright infringement. Now I could sue you. So when people are feeling like, oh, AI is going to take over, I'm like, for how long though? You can't infringe on people's music. It's like me writing a song in a studio, you come into the same studio and trying to steal the song. The engineer side, I side, everybody, you know what I mean? So if you're going to utilize, for example, like Drake's voice and then make a hit that gets, I don't know, 50 million streams, they owe Drake money.
Yep.
It's his voice. I guess he's in a position where he doesn't care, but if you do care and you do want to like go after them, I think you should be able to. It's your voice, it's your music. They're literally mimicking you to get streams. So then it's copyright infringement. So I don't think AI can take over, because as well they have to keep mimicking something. They can make an AI that can sing and dance and write wonderful songs, but that AI program, they're going to be able to say, oh, we took it from Frank Sinatra, we took it from Bob Marley, we took it from Drake. It's not going to be the AI that developed its own sound growing up and being raised in an environment that made it come out with that sound. It's always going to be reference to, we took Drake's sound, this guy's sound, and this guy's sound and put it together. See what I'm saying? So it's never going to be original.
I feel like I don't know a lot about AI music, but I know that like what draws me to music is like the human aspect and like the connection. So I guess what you were saying earlier about like maybe getting inspiration from something, like I know people use like band name generators and stuff and like little things like that to like as a starting point, but then it's like you're using your own like human brain to make the rest. I think if it's like fully AI, it's like a little robotic and strange.
An AI is not a human being. It doesn't have emotion. It didn't feel the words it wrote. It didn't feel when it recorded. It's just putting words together that sounds good to make a hit song.
I mean, I think that like the point of making music is the creativity and the art of it, and I feel like AI just takes that out of it. Because I mean, the point of making music is because it's the art, you know. And I feel like just if we could make it with AI, then there's no point of having like artists or anything, you know.
people when they look for music, I'm kind of on the side where like they're looking for the soul in the music, and AI can't really, as for now, can't really get like a human soul into that music, and there's no connection there. And I feel like people just want that human connection. So regardless if AI music is to that caliber, there's probably still gonna favor music made by people.
Personally, I don't listen to AI music because why would you want to listen to an artist that didn't actually make the music? And I feel like it's not going to last long.
I feel like music, it's human being to human being, and I feel it has to come from the heart. So I think that's what is different for when you're a human being, is that you're creating with your heart, you know what I mean? So putting yourself out there, is you have to be vulnerable about it. So I don't think AI is going to reach that level of authenticity and intellectual. That's what I think.
I feel like it's a good resource in a sense that like it's a good ground to like come up from, but I wouldn't recommend anybody to use it like fully, because I don't want you to lose your creativity while using AI, because the human sort of section when it comes to creating music and things like that, it doesn't want, you don't want it to get lost while using AI, because everything gets more robotized in a sense, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if that's a word, but you know, yeah, automated, you know what I mean? Then it gets very like cookie cutter, you know. It's that human aspect that keeps us all original, you know what I'm saying? So I say it's a very good resource, but don't overdo it.